drank all of my tea. I made a cup of tea and let's drink it all. I don't have any left. Whatever. I might make more, I might not. We'll figure it out. He's gonna piss so hard. You have no idea how much I'm gonna piss after this. Ming, thank you very much for being a member for 30 months. Thank you. Good night. You have a good night. I'm sorry that I'm streaming so late for you. We're starting. Give me a second. I ate a breakfast burrito today, Charlie. I'm feeling good. I'm all powered up because I actually ate breakfast for once. Oh, hey, if I drop the quality to 144p, the buffering stops. Is there more YouTube bullshit that's happening? You look short today? I mean, you know, I could be short. I don't have to be. Why not? It's scary. Good morning, everybody. It's scary, man. I was thinking, like, you don't need to take a break. But now that I've committed to it, it's just kind of like, okay, are you gonna finish that jack? Do you want it? Do you want it? Note that it's full. There's still the factory ceiling on it, and then yet there's a glass of whiskey in front of me. So like, how did that happen? Sagasu, good morning. Brandon, you better be having a good day. That's vaguely threatening, but I'm having an okay day today. I want to bike more. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Maybe like a mini trip. I don't know. I need to think about like what I'm going to use my time on. Because I have time now. But there was time now. There was time. Your mini trips are like half country marathons? Yeah. Not a half, but you know, a fake biker. Twisty, Amerly, Shiopi, 1,000. Good morning. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Leonardo, thank you very much for being a member for 31 months. Thanks for keeping me sane all these months. I've just had to image and replace 30 computers at work. I need a mental break. Replace 30 computers? Are you building them or setting up pre-built computers and making sure they run properly? Because that alone is enough. But if you're building them, oh my god. Balthazar, thank you very much for being a member for 31 months. Much appreciated. Take a break, Green Man. Biking is fun. I went on a 45-mile event ride with a big group recently. The big groups are good. You feel safer in a pack, right? You feel safer in a pack. Yo, Matthew, if you're doing 30 computers for a work setting, the plastic wrap is not coming from the computer. It's coming from the monitor. Ooh, fresh monitor? Yeah. Who downloaded porn on the company PC? You'd be surprised. You would be surprised how many people... You could see when they watch porn, let alone download. You would be very, very surprised. Absolutely shameless. Luna, thank you very much for the raid. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? You were streaming early then. Oh my god. Just joined. You say you want to be a road warrior. What vehicle do you plan on riding? So it's either going to be a bicycle or I don't know. Maybe rent an RV. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not an RV though, because gas prices are fucking insane. Probably not. Who knows? Danshi, good morning. Thank you very much for the super chat. Please promise to come back. I have a real fear you'll disappear without telling us. I miss you already. I'm crying. I promise you 200% I'll be back. I will be back, and I will be excited to come back. I think the only way I would stop streaming is if I fucking died. I've been inconsolable all day. Huh. Does it have to be live? Does it have to be live? I could play like fucking Rogue Trader or something and then cut it down to like an hour a day. A tweet would be amazing. So you prefer a tweet over like a shitty Northern Lion Let's Play, you know? I can edit it for you. Oh man, I would have to install Twitter on my phone though. Would it be worth it? Maybe. Maybe. Just a tweet would be fine, but anything goes. Anything goes. Anything goes. It's called X now. Yeah, she called it X. Or just post in the comments of your channel. It's I was thinking about buying like a really like what were they called again? A Chromebook. I was thinking of buying a Chromebook. I don't even know if those exist anymore or if anything like it exists. Got to do the necessary evil, install the Twitter? Maybe. I'll think about it. Dude, I'm like all done with my tea. That makes me so sad. A Chromebook, Andy. Why though? You know, it's just easy for me to take it along with me. They do suck. They are like straight ass. I can still hear his voice. Yuki, good morning. I just finished my Earl Grey. Now I'm sad too. I could boil more water. It could be really like I'll be gone for 30 seconds to boil more water, come back, chat, and then leave to fill up the teapot and then come back. There's like minimal me disappearing. Do you guys give your permission? Don't go. Okay. Expensive, but having iPad magnetic keyboard changed my travel laptop meta. Oh, iPads, huh? I don't know why I've been so. Did I tell you? I don't know if I told you this. Did I tell you this? Oh, did I tell you this? So way before the time where I disappeared for a year, when I was a baby little VTuber, and I wanted to switch from Puru Puru Live to VTube Studio. Do you guys remember PRPR Live? I wanted to change from that to VTube Studio, and you needed an iPhone. I bought PRPR Live by Go. I bought a fucking iPad Pro instead of a iPhone, and I was dead ass using a fucking gigantic 11-inch iPad for my tracking. And then I stopped using that for whatever reason. That's insane. What happened to your iPad? Danchi, this is what I was gonna say. Somehow I feel like it came from my brother, because Jimmy's a freaking squealer. Jimmy's my blood. He's a squealer. I didn't brick it, Sushi. Jimmy was at my apartment and he saw that I had like a iPad with dust on it and it was like brand new. And then he told my mom, and my mom was like, "Oh, I sure could use an iPad. My old one is on its last legs. Oh, look at this big crack running down my iPad. Oh, I might scratch my finger on it. Oh, I'm gonna get little shards of glass." And I was like, "Mom, do you want my old iPad that I don't use?" She's like, "You have an iPad? What? I thought you hated Macs, Randy. You have an iPad? What? I never knew that. Are you using it?" And it's like, no, I'm not. It's just kind of gathering dust on my computer table." And she's like, "Well, if it's just gathering dust, I could borrow it. It's still yours." She was so shocked. She was. It was like, it's like a fucking TV show, man. Yeah, she doesn't call me Randy. She calls me Randon. She calls me by my full name. But I did give it to her, and she's been using it. I even have a little Apple Pencil, and she says it's like super nice. Mama Nuring breaking a nail in her broken iPad like an infomercial. She's not breaking a nail. She says she scratches it up with glass shards or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if that's bullshit. I don't know if the iPad is even glass, you know? Like, can you get shards of glass in your finger from a cracked iPad? I don't know. That's specifically what she said. She was getting, like, her finger was getting cut up like glass shards from her cracked iPad. Yes, that's happened on my phone. Yes, if the screen is broken, depending on how cracked it is. I don't know how cracked it is. I don't... Am I a bad son? I don't give a shit enough to go back home to, like... It's because every time I go back, she fucking makes me carry shit around. She's like, oh, Randy, can you move this couch here? Could you move my bed over to the other side of the room? She's fucking making me fucking move shit. Deadbeat son alert? Guilty. Guilty. It's because you're huge, dude. It's so funny because Jimmy fucking doesn't even live in the... Jimmy doesn't even live in the same state. And then when he comes over, she has him do all that shit. You gotta move shit around, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll figure it out. All right, I'm gonna boil more water for tea because I didn't get a lot of sleep. I was like anxious. I don't know. I was like thinking, should I take time off? Can I afford to take time off? And Donchi, you asked me the question, right? I unfortunately did not find a gig, so. But I'm at my limit, man. I don't know. I was gonna bunch it all together, but all right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Remind me in 5 minutes to get my fish sticks out of the oven. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute nap, everybody. I don't want to burn my house down. Brandon, you ate 3 spiders while you were away? Free protein, buddy. Free protein. Randy, your sticks! Ildren. Welcome back, welcome back. Good morning. Randy, your stinks. They got the reference. Oh, what were we talking about? I don't remember. Oh, I have 2 things. I wrote them down on little Post-its, okay? So you guys can ask a question. I had a Northern Lion dream, and I had an interaction with a Home Depot employee. I had an interaction with the Home Depot employee, and I had a Northern Lion dream. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? You get one of them now and one of them after I get my tea. You get one of them now. You had one too? I wonder if we had the same dream. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. Time to throw money at the streamer. Throws pennies and get supported, nerd. Also, what are you? What are you, a gay fish? Indeed. As a former Home Depot employee, I'm kind of intrigued. Home Depot, you guys want the Home Depot interaction? Did you Hank Hill the Home Depot guy? I did not. Gohan. Welcome back. I'm happy to see you, buddy. But I gotta tell you right now. I don't know. I'm used to retail employees being like completely broken. Their spirits are broken. They don't give a shit, right? I did not run once. All right, let's just talk about the Home Depot one, okay? Because it was we had a moment of rapport where it's like, oh, you're one of my people. So I was selecting dirt out of the front. You know, like it's the Home Depot where they have like a little lot where they stack all the dirt. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a side lot where they stack up dirt. And then they also have pre-built sheds, right? So I was looking at the dirt and trying to figure out like what I wanted to buy and how much. And then I noticed the sheds that they had pre-built. And I went over to like a really nice shed. It was really nice. It had a window. It had a double pane window. Like it said fully insulated. So like I went up to the shed. It had a double paned window for insulation. It had an insulated garage door and it had another door, like a normal door. And it was pretty big. So I went inside of it and I was looking around and then I looked up and there was like rafters and it's like you could push shit up there. I was like looking at it. And then a Home Depot employee came out and he was like, hey, are you interested? We have, what did he say? He's like, we have flyers, we have pamphlets, we have something. We have a flyer if you're interested. And I was like, oh no, I'm just looking. And this dude looks at me for like half a second and then he kind of like does like a faint smile. No, he was like middle-aged. Actually, I guess he could still be a hot middle-aged. Anyways, he gave me like a little smile and he's like, you're thinking of how cool it would be to live in here, aren't you? And I was like, how did you fucking know? And he's like, I've thought of that too. He's like, you're thinking about how cool it would be to live in here. He clocked my thing. I don't know, man. I wanted to talk with him more about it, but he was just like, take your time, man. And then he left. He's like, take your time. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. If it helps, Uwo's Lab had a bit where he lived in a prefabricated shed and other stuff he bought off of Temu for a whole month in case you need to move. Indeed. Indeed. Your thoughts betray you? He smells his own kind. Tsukiko, good morning. Yes, it was weird. It was weird. 5 minutes, timer done. Is it done? I was like flabbergasted because I thought I was the only one that would love to live in a shed, like a shack. I would love to buy like maybe 2 acres of fucking useless, heavily wooded land with no electrical, no water, no fucking sewer. It's just a patch of dirt in the middle of nowhere. Throw it on a fucking shed and just live there, man. I just need like a freshwater spring and we're good. Literally Shrek. If I could get internet, I would do that. No question. Go get your sticks. Okay, I'll get my sticks. I'll come back and I'll tell you my Northern Lion dream, which is even more insane. Which is even more insane. I feel like I mixed up a Northern Lion and Germa situation. I think it was originally from like Keep the Horror. I don't know. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh my god, Stuart the Duck, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Yo, you sniped Notion. You got Tsukiko and Notion. Holy shit. Thank you. Okay. Am I muted? I'm not muted. I can see it. That's how I look most of the time. Gail, I'm not muted. How dare you? You got me to check. Okay. Donchi, thank you very much for the super chat. In my dream, Northern Lion was collabing with a guy in the starting screen, the guy was talking mad shit on Skype, and Northern Lion was like, oh yeah? And then he came on screen wearing a Skype do-rag and bling and eyeliner. That's... Alright, I'm gonna have to admit, you fucking NL dream mogged me. That's like way better than what I dreamed. I think you have a more vivid imagination. That's... Why are you dream mogging me on my own stream? You're embarrassing the streamer in his own stream, Donchi. How could you? I've had a dream diary for 10 years. Bro, I had this dream and it was so vivid. I woke up and I immediately texted myself because I didn't want to forget it. So now it's like crystallized in my... This is a dream where like I knew I couldn't forget it. So 15 seconds after I woke up, I fucking texted myself the dream. So now it's like in my head. Daniel, good morning. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. We're chatting and I had the craziest Northern Lion dream that I'm going to talk about it right now. Mr. V, thank you very much for the super chat. There's YouTube videos of guys building their own little underground place in the woods. I'd love something like that, but I would need Wi-Fi access, of course. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I love bushcraft videos a lot. Okay, let's talk about my Northern Lion dream, my NL dream, which is in every way inferior to Donchi's. Let's talk about it. I had a dream that I was watching a Northern Lion stream and he was playing, I don't know, he was playing like Costco or some bullshit. And he was, you know, he was being a sarcastic dickhead and he was like quipping. And I was like, yeah, this is like a comfy NL stream, right? And then he got shot. It was crazy. He got shot. And then I remember jumping up out of my chair. It wasn't my work desk. It was my home desk. And I remember he got shot on stream and I jumped out of my chair and I was like, I gotta fucking go and help. I remember I wasn't thinking like 911. I was like, I gotta go and help. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what? Right? And then here's the thing. He was like out of his chair and he was on the ground, but you could see his hand. His hand was like sticking up out of the bottom, and then there was still like a tiny little screen. You could see his hand sticking up, right? And he's like, I'm all right. Someone call the cops. I'm all right. Call 911 or whatever, right? And I was like, what the fuck do I do? What do I do? And then like within like 2 minutes, it wasn't even a long time. Within like 1 to 2 minutes, the ambulance came, and then there were like paramedics, EMTs, right? And then they're like trying to help him, right? And he's like, no, I gotta stream. And they're like trying to like grab him and like pull him off, like not pull him off, but like pull him off to the side so that they could get him onto like a stretcher or something like that. But he was like resisting. And then like you see his face again, right? And then he's like waving both of his hands like, no. And then suddenly there was like a Canadian flag behind him and he's like covered in blood. It's projection. It's weird. And it's just like my brain was like, this is staged. Like, why is there like suddenly like a Canadian flag? I was like, what? And then like, I like went and I was like Googling like Ryan Letourneau. It's like, what the fuck? And it was like popular Twitch streamer Ryan Letourneau running for mayor of fucking Vancouver. And I was like, was this fucking staged? Did he fucking, like, what the fuck is happening? So that was my dream. It was like fucking, I woke up. That's when I woke up. I like Googled it and I was like, what the fuck? So that was my dream. I had to fucking write that shit down because it was crazy, man. I love that we both watch him even in our dreams. Like, there's no limit. We can hang out and be messages with our brains saying no, kind of, right? Would you vote for him? I don't know if I would vote for him, man. Not after bullshit like that. Papa, you need to get easier on the drugs before going to bed. It was weird. There was like suddenly a Canadian flag behind him. Or he was like on the ground. I think like the camera was like him on the ground resisting the EMTs. And he was like laying on a Canadian flag. It was fucking crazy. Like the EMTs like picked up his webcam and they were showing him on the ground. Sorry for the Canadian dream hijacking. He was crazy, man. I would vote for Ryan. Don, what up? So that was my Northern Light dream. Thank you for it. Content is greater than medical attention to. It's weird, man. This is a sign that you should move to Canada. I wish. They would never let me in. I'd like climb the border. I think there is no border wall, but I would climb it. They would fucking shoot my ass. I've committed too many crimes. You know how much I wanted, Notion? You know how much I wanted? I would stop committing crimes. That is how much I wanted. I wanted so bad. I would stop committing crimes for 5 years. For 5 years, I would stop committing crimes. If you stop committing crimes, I'm changing oceans. I'm telling you, Shrimp Radio. That I know. Not only do I know that, I live and breathe that. Actually impossible. Medium rare chicken, thank you very much for the super chat. I had a dream that you and Cass did a 3D debut stream. Cass was throwing bowling balls at you and you got so angry, the stream felt so realistic, I woke up and I started looking for the VOD. You know how that was a dream? I don't think he could throw a bowling ball. I don't think he could throw a bowling ball more than like 2 or 3 feet. It would be like the Simpsons bit where Mr. Burns is trying to throw a bowling ball. And then he gets hurled along with the bowling ball down the alley. Why is YouTube chat so laggy today? I have no idea. Is it that bad? I apologize. He's basically Mr. Burns. He's so good. You're his Smithers? You know that, right? Am I Smithers? Am I Smithers? What was it? Hello, Smithers. You are good and turning me on. You should probably ignore that. You are quite good at turning me on. YouTube is bad enough for me. I had to switch to Twitch. Video is laggy as heck too. What the fuck? Hold on, let me check my YouTube stream health. I don't know, it says excellent. Stream is healthy, stream health is excellent. What the fuck is going on, man? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. YouTube devs make $300,000 a year for sitting on their ass. I feel like the vast majority of YouTube and Google is being vibe coded, like it's like AI coded, which is why everything's going to shit. Did you see the fucking YouTube? Did you see the Google shit? It's like unbelievable. Did you see the Google shit? They're gonna fucking remove Google search and they're just gonna have an AI fucking yell bullshit at you. Doppel is fucking crazy, dude. Timeout. Is this the year that we all switched to Bing? That's crazy, right? I might finally switch to Bing. This is how bad it is. Edge? Bing? I don't know what it's called. Brad, where you're returning to Yahoo? What about, oh shit, what was it called? Oh fuck. No, not Ask Jeeves. It's Oh shit. I want to say like hasta la vista or something. Alta vista. There we go. I was gonna say hasta la vista. It's like, that's not right. That's not correct. I don't know what that is. DuckDuckGo uses the Google engine. Oh my god. Dutch Chairman, thank you very much for the super chat. I'd switch to Ask Jeeves, but they killed him off. They did. They fucking killed his ass. Shrimp Radio, thank you very much for the super chat. I had a dream once that Randon did a completely unironic gender reveal stream for himself after he realized he was a man in chat. Wow, I can't believe it! I am an orc, which means I'm a mushroom, which means I am... My entire body is a penis. I only know of Alta Vista because it was mentioned in Stanley Parable. Yeah, Alta Vista, man. It was the best search engine when the universe was still cooling. I do remember that. One of my favorite quotes. Not sure what that one meant. I'm using Vivaldi as my browser. Ecosia is my search engine, and Postio is my email service. That sounds kind of incredible. Google wasn't around yet. They're building AI data centers they don't plan on keeping for long term. I have a question. I have a question. I don't know how many of you are prepared to have the required insider knowledge to answer this. Ask Bing, not us. Okay. We all know that fucking these companies, or the AI companies, are taking GPUs, right? That's what they're using. GPUs and RAM and solid state drives, but like mostly GPUs, right? And they're building AI data centers like all across like in the middle of nowhere in the US, right? Is that where the 5090s are going? Is that where all the 5090s are going? Yes? So if they're building one near where I live, they have like 80,000 5090s like stacked up there. They use much bigger chips than the 5090. So they're using like a 6090? We have confirmation here that they have 6090s already at these, you know, ripe for the picking. I'm not saying we go full Luigi on a data center. That's crazy. You might damage the fucking 6090s, Anchor. Are you crazy? I'm saying we have like a you pick situation. Have you ever been to like an apple orchard and it's like, oh, you pick, you pay us $20 and you pick all the apples you want, right? It's like that, but it's like, oh, it's a you pick. We Naruto run into a data center and take all of the 6090s. And games will still run like shit. You pick the cars like they're growing on trees. I saw a 5090 at a local micro center. It cost 2 arms and 2 legs and 2 bala. The 2 bala is where I have to be like, it's too much. Get a job as a security guard. Perfect way in. Did I tell you when I was way younger? This must have been like 20 years ago. This was in the ancient time. This was a long, I think it was actually 20 years ago. I tried to apply to a job as a security guard. Tried to apply to a job as a security guard. How did it go? So I didn't even get past like the interview phase. He was Dave from Five Nights at Freddy's. No, how did they say no? You're fucking massive. I can't tell you exactly what the job was, because it wasn't for like a mall. It was for like a specific thing. It was for a specific thing, and you would be able to tell where I was at that point. Randy is too gentle to be a security guard. But you can say why they rejected you. They rejected me because, let's just say, I was way too interested in in the facility that I would be guarding. It's like, you're not going to be inside, you're just going to be outside at the gate. And I was like, so you're saying I could never set foot inside the building? And they're like, no. It's like, what if I need to use the bathroom? It's like, oh, well the guard station has a bathroom. It's like, so I can't go inside. And it's like, they're like, why do you the interviewer was like, why do you keep asking that? And I was like, oh, I'm just, I'm just curious. Why do you keep asking that? I didn't even get the job. Like, they didn't even call me back because I want to go inside. How did you fail that interview? I don't know, man. Sorry, I have autism. I think they were right to be suspicious. Do you look shifty? I think I look like a potato. He's got the tism. I think I look like a potato. I look like a gormless and docile midwit. But I let the facade slip, and I was way too interested about what was in the building, you know? Sir, he's too interested in our wares. Do not hire him for security. The potato is a good look. Good looking bathroom you got in there. I mean, can I level with you? If those idiots let me in, I would have clogged the toilet with the thing is, like, to avoid getting fired, I would fucking go on a fiber maxing diet, and I would clog the shit out of their guard room toilet. You know what I mean? The guard station has its own toilet, but I would clog the ever living fuck out of it. And then I would be like, I'm gonna shit myself, please, let me use the bathroom. And they're like, there's a bathroom there. It's like, it's clogged, it's overflowing, please, I'm gonna shit myself. And then I would get into the building and I'd be like, man, I don't give a fuck about the other guards, man. I just want to get in the building. I want to see what's inside there. It's like freaking Willy Wonka's fucking chocolate factory. You gotta get in there, man. Oh, I outed myself. Yes, I applied to work at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. This was his plan to enter the Scientology building. I'm telling you, man. They were smart for rejecting me. I could be the largest Oompa Loompa. JP King, thank you very much for the super chat. I need to share with you, Randaddy. I have a date Friday thanks to you recommending The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. I recommended it to her and she liked it so much she agreed to a date to discuss the book. Did you read it too? Wait. Well, first off, congratulations, but did you? Even better, I've had the book for 12 years, never finished it. Lent it to her, now I have to finish my copy from the library in 2 days. Yo. That's all you, man. That's your Riz. Congratulations. Holy Riz, dude. Can I make a statement? That's like exceptional that you rizzed using a book. Is that even possible? Aren't books for nerds like us? Like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody, you know, snagging a date from like a book. The girlies love reading nowadays. Is that true? I mean, see, now you're gonna call me a fucking sexist, right? I mean, like, nobody likes her. I love reading, but nobody loves reading. I am not a sexist. Fuck you guys. that don't make them end up in the book talker pipeline. I love reading. What if his date is a nerd? I don't know, man. Do nerds even, you know? I am here to make an announcement. Make your announcement, Daimao. Make it. As an almost librarian, I assure you that books in the library are a good way to meet girls. Really? Huh. Huh. Never would have assumed. JP King. Should we give you the scoop on, you know, what the book was all about? How far did you get into the book? I can't believe that my Oshi is sexist. She said she liked to read, so your book came up off the top of my head. She's an avid reader. Oh, okay. What can I tell you about? What can I tell you about? Oh, even better. She's Latina, so the book especially spoke to her. It's specifically about Dominicans. I do wonder, because it's very much about Dominican history. But I'm sure, like, even if you're not Dominican, like, it would, there's, like, universal stuff, like being an immigrant, you know? Oh, Dominicans, you landed a patty! Randon the orc is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my wife. Excuse me? Excuse me? I only be pissing on my toilet and occasionally the floor right underneath my toilet when I'm too drunk, okay? So unless your waifu is my toilet or the floor, and in that case, I fucking stole your waifu. This is mine. This is my bathroom. It's the Eggman announcement. Are you sure about that? I'm at the halfway point, so about 160 pages left. I'm learning all about Trujillo. Yes, El Jefe. He's like a psycho, man. Who's my favorite character? I like the sister, honestly. I think the sister of Oscar is the best character. And I feel for Oscar as well. I like Oscar, I identified with him because he's like a fat comic book nerd. And he's like a loser. So I was like, oh man, I really identify with Oscar. Yeah, it's an Eggman announcement bit. Oh, okay. Eggman. Oh geez, he's literally me. It's so good. The book is very painful to read. The book is like really painful. But in a good way. It's a good book. Does the orc character have lore or is it just an avatar? Devinix. My lore is that I got isekai'd by a warhorse and I ended up in your world. And I have $2 million in medical bills because I broke every single limb on my body when I got isekai'd. And now I'm chained to my desk job until I could pay off my medical debt. That's my actual lore. How's your liver nowadays? Good. It's coming along nicely. It's delicious. I just read Tolkien in an infinite loop. I'm a fake book reader. There's nothing wrong with that. That's crazy. I mean, a little bit. He dyes his hair black. Red is his natural color. That is, yeah. That is, you know. Unless your waifu is my toilet is a crazy sentence. It is kind of crazy. I'm 1/5 of the way through Catch 22. Catch 22 is really good too. What other characters did I like? Yossarian. Nately's whore. I thought he was a lobotomized 40k orc. Well, my theory relating to the 40k universe is that a bunch of orcs got together and they imagined how funny it would be for there to be a loser orc that acted, dressed, and worked like a human. And them imagining that caused me to exist. I popped into existence because like 20 billion orcs were like, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if there was like a loser orc that, oh, look at me, I'm a human. I've got to pay my taxes, you know? And then they're all imagining me, and then I just got summoned. Yeah. Yes, 40k discussion pleases me. That's the other bit of lore. Oi! What you boys think about my old sea? 40k deep dive one. You know what I want to play Rogue Trader because I thought the way that what is it called? The dictionary in that world worked was like very accessible. I guess the downside is that like I wasn't really playing the game much. I was like clicking on the little like gold text and it was like click. It was like, oh, okay, that's what it's about. Rogue Trader is a good one for lore. I mean, I might. Rogue Trader is great, but it's very long. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could just play it and record myself playing it and then upload videos. Stream or personal play? I don't know. I don't know. Brandon, can we have lots of kisses this week so we don't run out while you're gone? You can get 3. There you go. 3. Maybe 1 more at the end of the stream if you stay until the end. If you did that, you would probably schedule them over the next 2 weeks. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Cracking my neck. Sabrina, good morning. Jess, good morning. Mog Vales, good morning. Thank you for stopping by. Sean, good morning. Yeah, I guess I wanted to talk a little about taking a break. I felt weird. It was like, you really shouldn't. Because you promised the Randonites that you would do a schedule and you stream more consistently, but like, I'm a little pooped. I don't know. I wonder if I should force myself to stream Path of Exile 2 with the point. What the heck is a 0.5 launch? 0.5? Like half a patch? You've been doing really well with consistency. You've earned a break. Yeah. I think it's good for the long term. It's good for the long term. The schedule is way better than the pre-schedule situation IMO. Yeah. I'm gonna take my break and I'll come back and then I'll stick to the schedule. It'll be good. Whatever you need to stay healthy. Yeah, am I not healthy now? I don't know. I mostly think that my personal life is falling into disarray. My bedroom is very messy. The gardening, I haven't cleaned up any of the after gardening stuff, so it's piling up, and I think it's too big to fit into a trash can. Or Commando, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Part of the content is life experience. Taking care is a part of the streaming. It's true. How long will you be gone? I might only be gone 1 week. I might be gone 2 weeks. I do not think I will be gone for more than 2 weeks. I do not foresee myself being gone for longer than 2 weeks. And I might be gone as little as 1 week. Take a break, clean your house, visit the fam, and make some V-Bucks. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about visiting the family. I thought you were talking like way longer. That's chill. Yeah. See you when you get bored of vacation. What should I even do with my vacation? Camping? Bicycling? I don't know. I've been living in my apartment for 8 years and I have like no furniture. That reminds me of not me, but I had like a group of very good friends that moved in together for college, and then I went to visit them and they had no coffee table, no dinner table, and then they had like they had like a 55-inch flat screen TV, which back in the day was like $3,000. They had like a $3,000 TV, and they had an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 3, a Wii, and like they had like a bunch of like consoles like on the floor next to the TV, which was on the floor. And then they had what I thought was a couch, but it was just a bunch of milk crates that were zip tied together, and they put like 3 heavy blankets over it. Isn't that the most pathetic thing that you've ever heard? I sat down and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I looked and it was like just a bunch of milk crates that were zip tied together. And there was like, like 3 heavy blankets draped over it, so you couldn't see any of the milk crate. It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. It's like, bro, get a couch, man. What the fuck? You're the milk crate. You say pathetic, I say resourceful. Have you done that before? Makes it easier to move. Girl, my bedroom is more furnished than that. That's fine if you're like 20, but I'm almost 30. I guess that's true. They were like 18. I think they were like 19. They like pooled together and they got a $2,800 TV. It's so stupid. Speaking of damn, girl, you live like this. I did! Oh yeah, I completely slipped my mind. Matthew, I made a mediocre meal with just canned foods and spices. You want to know what I made? I made a clam chowder. And it tasted like a subpar clam chowder. I used like a veggie medley. And I used canned potatoes, canned milk. You know, it didn't have butter, but I used olive oil. That was what I made only out of cans. And you know what I did, Matthew, just for you? I got my fucking Coleman burner out and I made it, and I have 3 massive tanks of propane. Did I tell you this? I have 3 big cans of propane, and then I have never used them before, so I figured out how to use the, I bought a gas nozzle that will connect directly to a giant propane tank to my Coleman burner, and then I made my, you know, propane and propane accessories. Hard to get a good clam chowder. It was definitely like mediocre, but not bad for like everything out of cans. Somewhere in Texas, a man is smiling. I guess tuna rice, close enough. That's fine, you're just a dumb kid, but my old ass should know better. I don't know, man. I think there's something very real about a completely empty apartment. Don, thank you very much for the super chat. The new Drizzy Drake albums suck real bad, man. What are you talking about? What is Drizzy Drake? Beats to relax and study. I imagine you squatting in the backyard with the Coleman burner sitting on top of the big propane bottle. I wasn't in a backyard. I was on a patch of concrete in front of the garage area, which is where I keep my propane tanks. And I was just cooking. In like a tank top and basketball shorts. Just like a fucking weirdo. Drake dropped 3 albums. One of them is supposed to be okay. What's the Northern Lion bit where he keeps he keeps calling Drake the GOAT, but he's talking about like a fucking musician from the 80s. Nick Drake or something like that. Oh, the other thing that I remember is the Northern Lion Dream when he was like on the ground on a bloody Canadian flag and he was like, no, they'll never take me, they'll never take me. The entire chat was like +2, +2, +2. And I felt like I was losing my fucking mind. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was like a bunch of +2s. I was like, come on, man. This has to be staged. This is crazy. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Oh, man. Laugh my ass off. You were the one guy who didn't read the tweet. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm not on Twitter. What did you eat before you slept? You know what? That might contribute to it. This was not yesterday. It was like a day or two ago, 2 days, 3 days ago. I was peasant maxing, so I ate I ate 2 loaves of ciabatta bread and I ate a hunk of cheddar cheese. I did not eat Mike Tyson's ass. That's not what I ate that night. That was the night before. That was Sunday dinner, you know? I think I must have eaten like... I must have eaten like 3/4 of a pound of cheese. I must have eaten like a crazy amount of cheese. Ciabatta is good. It is good. What was I talking about? I don't even remember. What am I doing this week? Oh! For membership art, I might do art related to the TTRPG. I might do... I should be doing it off on my off hours, but I feel like being hyper efficient and getting it done membership. Make a map. Should I talk about it? Let me think. I don't think I'll talk. By the way, which TTRPG? Should I tell you? It's a 1-page PDF TTRPG. It's 1 page. Because I definitely wanted it to be 2 to 3 hours tops. I don't want to force the unks to play like a 5-hour I'm gonna very tightly control it. Is it the killer one? No. They're playing a space explorer FTL style, you know, like our Star Trek, Star Wars setting. Yes! How did you know that? How did you fucking know that? There's lasers and feelings. How did you know that? Who the fuck has seen that? What? How do you know that? This fucking person literally guessed it. Zero able tachograph. How did you fucking guess that? One of us is gonna know? I would have guessed Traveler. We'll see if I'm employed tomorrow. Yo, Instant, what happened? Guess who gets to watch Streak today because his workplace lit on fire? Did you light your workplace on fire? Anston, we've been through this. You can't keep setting your workplace on fire, man. Every time you get a new job, you're like, oh, perfect. No, the air purifier ignited. Did it ignite because you fucking did the thing that we used to do? Did you fucking fart into it and, you know, light a match? You can't be farting into the air purifier and lighting a match. You stuck your dick into it? You can't do that, man. Monkeys on typewriters. Any way to access member streams as a Twitch sub? Unfortunately, no, I don't think so. It's like a weird... I do think that like the way that I do things right now as a streamer is like not optimal and weird. And I'm like, at times alienating Twitch viewers and at times alienating YouTube viewers. And I feel bad about that. I feel like at some point I need to do something about that, but I don't know what to do. You'll see when we play Lasers and Feelings. It's a TTRPG that's designed to be played in one-shots, and it's not designed to have you carry your character over. And it's designed to be played with only 6-sided dice, and you only need one of them, although you could be rolling them up to 4 times. I'll wake up at any hour for a random stream. Thank you. You don't know how much I appreciate that. It's gonna be like a FTL-like system where most of the game takes place on a ship, and I need to draw the ship. So I think I'll do that for the membership stream, I think. That's the plan so far. Seems fun. You know who's like crazy into TTRPGs that I did not know at all? Shindigs. Apparently Shindigs had a TTRPG arc where he was into it. He knows some obscure TTRPGs. Like, oh shit. This is really interesting. I hope Akashi has never played. He's played Baldur's Gate 3, so he is a little bit interested in TTRPGs. A little bit. I'm hoping I can get him into it. Quick and easy RPG sesh with light rules. I need to try running a 1-page RPG sometime. Yeah. Do you know about Fatal? No, I don't. Akashi seems like he'd be too cringed out to play D&D. I think he's a very deadpan person. His humor is very dry and he's very deadpan, which might give you the impression that he's like, no, but I feel like he's pretty open to doing new things. Akashi said he never watched Game Grumps because he thought their intro was cringe. That's because when it comes to YouTube, he's definitely like, he's like an elitist, you know? He comes from the era of people that were like hopelessly addicted to YouTube. And so like, he's like a YouTube elitist. I don't want to give Fatal a try just for the shits and giggles, but from what I hear, setting it up is a pain. Oh, okay. I assumed that Matthew was talking about an easy to set up TTRPG because we were talking about that, but apparently the Sword World RPG is about to come out in English. Oh, okay. Game Grumps fans have it good, so much content. That's the way to do it, right? Speaking of FTL, Space Haven looks interesting. Am I ready for an FTL clone? I played Void Wars, which I thought was pretty good, but I should play Multiverse. I should install it on my private computer. Are there characters pre-gen, or is there going to be a character generation sesh? Big Ham and Akashi have already rolled their characters. Now we're just waiting on Shindigs, and then the 3 of them together need to figure out what their spaceship is like. And then I will draw the spaceship. Is there going to be Yahweh say yes or else? I don't know if it's possible for there to be Yahweh, because right now there's like an androgynous alien, a K-pop idol, a K-pop idol hotshot, and a question mark, question mark, question mark. There always has to be Yahweh. I don't know if it's possible with the current cast of characters. I don't know if it's, you know. Brandon, by the way, if you like Slay the Spire, there's an FTL meets Slay the Spire game called Hyperspace Deck Command. that might be up your alley? Ooh. You know, I've been playing more Slay the Spire. I've been trying to go through the Ascensions character by character. I think I'm at Ascension 4 for Ironclad, Silent, and I just beat the other one. The Regent. The fucking Necromancer is so hard though, man! Ah! Dude, the Necromancer is so fucking hard! Ah. Is it? Am I like dumb? I don't know how to play the fucking Necromancer. He's so hard. I love the Regent and the Necrominder. The Regent, I can only play Sovereign Blade with attacks all characters, all enemies, and attacks twice. And then I fucking roll the game. And if I don't get those 2 cards, I just lose. The hand job of your dreams from Osti. Osti! I like the defect because they buffed him so much since Slay the Spire 1. I'm not really very good at the defect either. I found personally that I can only beat the game with defect in 2 ways. One is stacking ice orbs and then just like tanking my way through the game. And then there's like anti-tank bosses and mini bosses where like if you do that you just fucking die. And the other way is the opposite, where I use my skills to defend and then I use my lightning orbs to attack. Necrobinder is face roll easy with Doom. I did get the distinct opinion that Osti builds are like not quite good. Just build Doom. Okay, I'll try to build Doom Necrobinder. The one time I tried to build Doom, I didn't manage to do very well. It's a part of its charm. Just need a pilot, or this will be Macross. Well, we have a pilot, kind of. We have a K-pop hotshot, which I think is going to be the pilot. The Osti stuff doesn't scale well into the endgame. Male or female? Female, I think. I think. We have to wait to see what Shin rolls. And I think they wanted to be bounty hunters. Doom is just a slightly worse poison. I do think the poison builds are pretty good. Although I really like Shiv. Shiv spam is really fun to me when I play the Silent. Doom sucks because you take the damage before they die. True. I don't know. They're saying Doom builds are lit, so I might have to try a Doom build. Might have to try that. I need to use the restroom, okay? I'll be right back. Lux, good morning. I hope you had a good trip and you guys are acclimating well to being back home. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm not going number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just shitting. Don't leave us again. That was some fast poops. It was. And I washed my hands, you perverts. Did you throw up? I did not throw up. I washed my hands and I washed them so fast that they're not completely dry. I just kind of rub them into a towel real quick. What about number 5? I built my PC very recently, but I got a deal on a bundle from a Micro Center. Micro Center is pretty great. I don't live near one, but I had the opportunity to visit one once. It was quite good. You need a bottom-friendly diet? My diet is garbage, but I eat a fiber pill every day. I want more M2, but I don't know how to add it myself. You could actually get a peripheral card. Oh, you mean like you have the slot, you just don't have the SSD? Yeah. What the fuck is a fiber pill? It's a pill that's filled with fiber. And then when you eat it, it melts inside of your stomach and then it goes poof. If you ever want to be grossed out, take a fiber pill and open it and then watch it go poof. It's like, oh shit, that's a lot of fiber. Visiting Micro Center as a nerd is like entering a candy store. I feel like that was my generation's Fry's. What you guys know as Micro Centers when I was a kid was Fry's. And then Fry's died like a really, really pathetic death. It died like the Homelander. It was like really bad. And I wonder if that's the fate of all, you know, computer hardware stores. Because before Fry's, it was Comp USA, and Comp USA also died a pathetic death. And before Comp USA or during was Circuit City. Remember Circuit City? Very, very pathetic death. Was Fry's before Circuit City? I think that they're like all around the same time. It wasn't great, but I went to Circuit City and Best Buy. Best Buy survived by starting to sell washing machines. That's how they survived. Just eat more salad for your fiber. Metali, I'm growing greens. I'm growing various greens. I'm growing carrots, onions, tomatoes, cucumbers. I'm gonna salad max this entire summer away. I'm gonna grow my own fucking salad. It's gonna be great. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. If you would like a TTRPG by Yahweh, ask Hal about a game called Wraithu. You can explain it far better than I ever could. Also, Fatal is also terrible but funny. Okay. Locks, thank you very much for the super chat. The Best Buys are always pew 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 and Fry's, also Circuit Cities. You know, it is what it is. Why be a road warrior when you could be a lot lizard? Because I would be what the road warrior eats, and I don't want that. I'm not too worried about Micro Center. The one near me sometimes has checkout lines that wrap around the whole store on busy days. But I'll run the wind, like, that was Fry's, right? Don't you remember? Back in the day, Fry's used to like be bumping. They used to have like a ton of business. I remember a Fry's that had like a fucking cafe and like a panini store, like right in the middle of it. I miss having a Fry's electronics. It was like good days. Fry's Black Fridays were insane. It was good times. I don't know what happened. Radio Shack. I like that Fry's all had themes. Yeah, I used to think that was because they took over a store and they didn't bother to change decor, but apparently, like, they designed them when they built them. Go down to Fry's, pick up a new hard drive and a 12-pack of balls. For me, I went to Fry's. What did I go to Fry's for? I went to Fry's to pick up, like, I don't know, a new hard drive. And then I remember buying Dragon Quest 8. And then I brought it home and I was playing Dragon Quest 8. And I was like, this game is kind of good. It's kind of generic, but it's also kind of good. Good times, man. Their guarana flavor is ballin'. Didn't Kmart also sell electronics? I think they did, but I don't remember. Kmart only sold children? Ban him. We have one micro center in my state now, but it's like an hour drive away from me. Not close enough to just go browsing. Yeah. I've never been to Micro Center and seen it deserted. It's true. Micro Center is always bumping. I'm just saying, like, I just hope that it doesn't end up like Fry's. Because I remember thinking Fry's would never go out of business because it was so good. And then it did. And I was like, what happened? Randon, my balcony doorknob fell off, so I hold it shut with a string on a nail I hammered into the doorframe. Can you fix it for me if I spend enough Twitch channel points? Yes. Yes, I can, and I will. I've decided to become more handy. And that's one of the things that I endeavor to fix. What have I fixed so far? My toilet had issues. My toilet had issues and it tried to kill itself. And then I performed surgery on my toilet and brought it back to life. And it was like, let me die. And I was like, your punishment has not been severe enough. You seem like the kind of guy who's handy as hell. I'm not really that handy, but I do have enough baseline intelligence to watch a YouTube video and fix a problem. I do have enough baseline intelligence to watch a YouTube video, which is tough because YouTube seems to be trying to get you to not use the search function. It just does not work. Do you possess a multi-tool? I do. Not only do I have a multi-tool, I have a pretty good little bag of tools that I'm building. I have a pretty good bag of tools. She handy on my points to like Twitch. It's all algorithm BS. I mean, what's the most recent example of YouTube being like a piece of shit? I was Googling I was Googling specifically for cucumbers. I wanted to learn how to succession crop cucumbers. So basically, I want to know, when do you plant your second wave of cucumbers? What are the signs that your current cucumber plant is exhausting itself? I wanted to learn how to succession sow cucumbers so that I could get two or three, batches of cucumber plants, in my garden. And all the videos were there were ads. Every single video was a fucking ad. And it was how to grow cucumbers perfectly. And it's I don't want that. I just want a specific, I want to know how to time cucumbers for succession planting. I know the basics of cucumbers. I grew them. They were arguably my most successful plant last year. And YouTube just doesn't want you to fucking, it's so frustrating. The most based crop, because it's green and long and thin, just plant it in the ground at random intervals. I can't find songs through YouTube anymore. I have to be super precise or I have to use some other search tool. Yeah, songs are really bad. I don't know. Reddit saved me researching what capture card to buy. I just buy the Elgato. I have one somewhere. I don't remember where. My CO2 level is 807. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I didn't know cucumbers could be successful like Randon the Orc. Your cucumber is so successful and huge. I wish. Although, I don't know. Is it copium? I've started to be like, big veggie bad, small veggie good. Is that weird? Am I falling to like home gardener copium? I start off being like big veggie good. Me IRL? Scoots, hello. Good morning. For example, specifically zucchini, right? I grew a really big zucchini and it tasted like shit. And the inside was like getting stringy and there were big seeds. And so now it's like, fuck the big zucchini. Pick them when they're tiny. Pick them when they're like 6 inches long and get like 7 of them. Instead of one big zucchini where like the center of it has already started to hollow out. Reasonably sized veggies get no love. You don't let zucchini get big. Same for cucumber and squash. Yeah, I've been into that meta lately. Are we still talking about veggies? Yes. Unfortunately, yes. Don't you love when you try to search for something and YouTube tries to shove completely unrelated videos down your throat? Yes. They basically put a mini homepage there for some reason. Yeah. It is, I feel like there's definitely a really hard downfall coming. Minimalist gardening. Whenever I search anything, your VODs just come up because I watch you the most. All right, YouTube, that part is okay. You could keep doing that. You could keep doing that. But not anything else. I don't know why I like eggplants. It seems like people hate the mush or something. I don't know what it is. I don't like the eggplants that I get at my grocery store. I think, I don't know what they're called, but I think Asian eggplants are like fucking tasty as hell. I don't know. They're really good. They go really good in a stir fry. The eggplants that I've gotten at my grocery store have never been that good. Never had an eggplant, but I went to try a recipe I saw where you use them as a replacement in chicken parm. That's the eggplant that I get at my grocery store. The really big ones. The one that the emoji, they use it for like, if you're trying to say penis, but you don't want to say it, you use the eggplant emoji. That's what it looks like. Those eggplants I found to be very bitter and like kind of chalky tasting. I love eggplants. They're great in stews, on pizza, and fries as a vessel for. I like he said penis. I like the Asian eggplants and I like them in stir fries. They taste really good. They absorb flavor very well. Eggplant is the best when prepared right. Whenever I go to my favorite Italian place, I always get eggplant parm. You need to like salt them and bleed them of all their water. Tell your eggplants to stop smoking and eat a pineapple. I'm serious. Eggplant omelet is so good. Y'all are making me hungry. What do I want? Well, I already ate a brekkie burrito today, so I don't know if I'm gonna eat afterwards. Lux and Honor, thank you very much for the super chat. For stir fry, you ever reach for lion's mane, enoki, or other mushrooms at the store? How about foraging during a hike? Okay, I forage, but I've never yet had the courage to eat. I've never had. Well, no, that's not true. I found a morel, and I ate it, and it was good. Lion's mane, I would probably eat it if I could find it. Enoki is not foraging. Enoki is a farmed mushroom. Like, you know, the long, thin ones, they grow them in like a weird little like glass tube. And then that's how you get the long, thin enoki. I love enoki too, but you're never gonna find that out in the wild. There is a vegetable that I would like to forage. Oh shit, what's it called? Hold on, let me Google it. It's apparently like the goated foraging green in North America. Cutleaf something? Cutleaf coneflower. Also known as sochan. I want to grow cutleaf coneflower. Sochan. It apparently tastes a little bit like mint and a little bit like celery. It's really good. See you tomorrow. Enoki has a nickname. Oh wait, are you heading out? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Foraging mushrooms is fine for the very obvious, easy, identifiable ones, but even like the easily identifiable ones have like a lookalike. A dangerous lookalike. Wait, Randon is leaving? El Manga Rat. I'm not leaving just yet. You got me for another 30 minutes or so. And then I'll head out and do some gardening. What do now? Nothing. I'm here. Bro is eating mushrooms that look like this? Like a fly agaric? No. Randonites with abandonment issues uniting? He leaves us! Let me think. Is it the same if I like to pretend I'm a hunter-gatherer foraging in my veggie garden, like snapping off a spear of asparagus and eating it right on the spot? Me too, Mazes! Do you ever crouch walk through your house and pick up shiny things and go, I'll be having that then? Ooh, a shiny trinket! You ever do that? Or crouch walk through your house like you're in Zomboid and then look in the fridge and then eat an entire cucumber. Just crunch on a cucumber. That's like 10 out of 10, man. It's us and our drink. I saw something crazy! I saw the most Quirk-Chungus family I've ever seen. And it fucking weirded me out, man. I saw the craziest Quirk-Chungus. All right, this was like a week ago. I went out to get a fucking Little Caesars pizza, and in the strip mall parking lot, a fucking fucked up car like showed up. Like there was like handprints in red paint all over it. And then a family came out and they were like LARPing like they were in the zombie apocalypse. It was crazy. They all had like Nerf guns. And then I heard the kid being like, did they eat grandma? And it's like, yes, they ate grandma. And they're like, no. And then they fucking walked into the Jersey Mike's and they were fucking eating a sandwich. That's the most Quirk-Chungus ass family I've ever seen, man. They were pretending like it was like a fucking zombie apocalypse. My knee-jerk reaction was like, man, that's cringe. But then I was like, shit, man, maybe I wouldn't be so fucked up if I grew up in a family like that. My mind was like, oh, maybe I wouldn't be so fucked up if I grew up in a family like that. Like Spy Family? I don't know. It's fun until they meet a role player with a shotgun. They were probably an artist family? Maybe. They were pretty young. But the parents were younger than I was, for sure. I do want to forage, Lux. It's just something that I want to learn how to do. I want to learn how to wrench on a car I want to learn how to do basic mechanic. Not basic. I want to do like pretty extensive mechanic work on an old car so it's easier. I want to learn how to forge. I would like to learn how to hotwire a car. There's a lot of things that I want to learn how to do. I'm pretty good at fixing bicycles. I think I could fix almost anything on a bicycle so that it's like functional. People like that are either great or the most evil homeschooling demons you've ever met. Does homeschooling exist in Europe? I assume that was only like an American thing. Is that a thing? So you want to watch the Mechanics 1 and 2 VHS? I want to buy a 1990s Toyota pickup and fucking strip it down. Like completely down. Remove the fucking engine. Replace all of the gaskets and put the fucking engine back in. And like tighten all the bolts and then turn it on and the car runs. I would love to do that. That would fill me with... My nipples would be rock hard if I could do that. Imagine going to an auto mechanics school and getting pigeonholed into configuring the touchscreen dashboard console. Right? Right? Practice with my summer car? Maybe. Imagine bikes having electronic parts. I am currently upgrading my bike with electronic shifting. Just because it was cheap and it's like, I kind of want to. No, you can school your kids at home, but they still receive lessons and take exams from the official school system. DI2? Yeah. Not an e-bike. Like the electronic shifting. DI2? Yeah. Practice with my summer car. Slowly turning it into a motorcycle? You wish. I wish. What do I want to do today? I saw a video about creating a hole for your tree that's 5 times bigger than the pot that it came in and filling it with like high quality compost, and it makes the tree grow the equivalent of 3 years in 1 year. You want to eat a whole pizza so bad? Maybe. Brandon, my summer car lets you ride a bike while drinking beer and pissing. I could just do that in real life. I could just do that in real life. Why would I bother? Why would I bother doing that on my computer when I can just do that? I could do that like right now. He just had to talk about Caesars. I just love Little Caesars so much. But will you? I don't know. I would like to. Show me pics. That's tier 4 content. It lets you curse and finish. Can you do that in real life? No. Would you let Little Caesar's Pizza Man have his way with you? You mean Caesar? Pizza. Would I let Little Caesar's Pizza Man have his way with you? Let me think. He kind of looks like Danny DeVito, so yeah, kinda. Wait, hold on. Let me Google this guy. Am I remembering him incorrectly? Does he look like Danny DeVito? Little Caesar's mascot. He kind of does look like Danny DeVito. Yeah. Cannibalism mentioned. Have you tried Little Caesar's exclusive Mountain Dew flavor? No. What is it? I wish I could have an exclusive Mountain Dew flavor. Black Cat J, hello. Pull up a chair. Come on in. Thank you for stopping by. Who wouldn't go for our tiny little pizza man? I know. I don't remember Danny's nose being that big. It's a caricature, you know? It's a caricature. I need to I need to stop fucking with fast food. That's probably the number one thing contributing to my early death. Like, if I should have lived 100 years, fast food is probably taking 30 plus years off of my life. I should stop fucking with that. Randon, how important is a good chair when on the computer? My current chair... Oh shit, what is it called? It's a steel case Leap, I think. And it does feel pretty fucking good. I'm not rich enough to have a Herman Miller, but I have like a pretty good chair. And my suggestion is to steal it. Just steal one. Chef's kiss. Excellent. I always say I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm gonna eat yummy food before I can't. But I feel like fast food... I'm always like regretsy after I eat fast food. I'm always like, I shouldn't have done that. Would the optimal trifecta fast food trio be Taco Bell's Baja Blast for the drink, Little Caesar's breadsticks, the crazy bread is quite good, and a Chipotle burrito in one sitting? I don't even think I could eat that. Because the crazy bread is like big. It's like 8 breadsticks in one like paper package. Plus a burrito. Chipotle is mid. Oh, I love Chipotle though, El Mongaret. I do agree that it's mid. But it's like the type of mid where you can go there and not have to think about it. Which I think in of itself is very valuable for food. I like Chipotle too. It's shameful, but I like it. It's like easy food that you don't need to think too much. What's your favorite fast food? Honestly, probably Little Caesars. Isn't it crazy expensive? All fast food is expensive. I can't think of a single fast food place that is not prohibitively expensive. Oh, the Habit. The Habit is good, but also really expensive. I can get a way better burrito that is bigger and cheaper at a Mexican restaurant. Yes. And I could think of one, right? But I feel like... How do I describe it? How do I describe it? I would normally prefer it, yes. But I do think that there is like an emotional prep work. There's like an emotional prep work that I have to do to go to a lot of places that I eat. I have to prepare to be recognized by the servers. I have to be prepared to, you know, I have to prepare myself, right? But at a Chipotle, everybody is dead, both on the inside and the outside. They don't give a shit about me. There's like a low-key disdain that they're like, oh, you're at Chipotle? I can already tell that you're not destined for... You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes I just want to be disregarded. That's when I go to Chipotle, El Margaret. That's when I go to Chipotle. The food is shittier, but they ignore you, which is like, oh, chef's kiss. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And they're like, whatever, I don't care. And it's like, oh, my heart. Oh. Some days a slop bowl is enough. Exactly. It feels more honest. I'm not saying that they're faking it at my like mom and pop burrito shop. You know? I feel that when I go to Subway. Exactly! Exactly! Everybody needs like a place where it's like, you know, Sloptown, USA. Everybody needs a place is basically their Sloptown, USA, and the workers want you to never come back ever again. You know what I mean? You need a place where you don't need to tip. And they don't give a shit because they don't get it anyways. It goes straight to the manager. So it's like it's like if they don't want you there, it feels better to be there. I don't know how to describe it. It's not only where social interaction isn't required, it's where like they resent your existence, so you could just be there and feel like there are no expectations. And then when you leave, they're happy that you've left. Do you like buffet? I used to love buffets until that time that I went to a Vegas buffet and I got so high I couldn't eat anything. And that turned me off of both buffets and weed. It turned me off of both of those, and I was like, I don't want either of those ever again. And then we found my friend in a corner behind a fake tree planter at the buffet, and he's like eating, and he has like 2 plates on the floor like a fucking goblin creature. Did I tell you about this? Weed in Vegas buffet, mutual destruction. Chinese buffets are so bad. I miss Chinese buffets so bad. It was really bad. Was this with Cass? No, this was when I was in college. This was when I was like a child, like an infant baby. What kind of shit were you smoking? I did not smoke. This was the first time that I had tried a corpo edible. Before then, I tried like homemade shit, like brownies. But I had like a corpo edible, and we took way too much. It was really bad. It was not a good experience. It kind of turned me off. I'm kind of done with that shit, man. I spent this was in like 2012, 2013. It was a long time ago, and it was $80, which might as well have been like fucking $200. And I ate nothing. I ate like half a plate. It was one of those places where they brought crab to the table, so we were just eating the crab that they brought to the table. Daka, good morning, good morning. $80 is crazy. It is. The mark of a good old Chicago hot dog stand is that there's only one standing room to eat. I biked through Chicago, and I thought the food scene in Chicago might be the best in the United States. And I say that as someone who really, really likes the New York food, you know? I spent a lot of time in Chicago, nice city. I like New York pizza way more than Chicago pizza, but I had Chicago Chinese food, and I think it beat the ever-loving shit out of New York Chinese food, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. It was really fucking good. Holy shit. I love New Jersey pizza the best. I don't think I've ever had New Jersey pizza. Chicago pizza is quiche with an identity crisis. I don't know if I'm ready to talk trash on Chicago pizza. I just think that it's like too heavy. Casper tried it and he hated it. I don't hate it. It's just really heavy. Detroit pizza is pretty good. I do like Detroit pizza. Chicago pizza rules, TBH. It's like really heavy. I don't know. You're really heavy too. I thought Chicago Chinese food fucking slapped. I think a Chicago hot dog is probably the best style of hot dog in the US. Is really good. Deep dish is a tourist trap. It kind of is. I don't know. It was Detroit pizza you didn't like? Come on, man. I do love a Chicago dog. He called it big and blocky. Have you ever had a Sicilian pizza? A Sicilian pizza is really good. Chicago pizza is more tavern style, thin crust cut into squares. I don't think I've ever had that style. He's not a real Italian cat boy. I had $18 noodle soup from Chicago Chinatown yesterday, and it was so good, but the amount of MSG made my eyes go super wide. Shiki, the way that you described your eyes, it's reminding me of a very specific, I don't know. Do you remember the Family Guy episode where Meg got her first orgasm from bouncing on Santa's lap? And her eyes went super wide and she got like a shit-eating grin? Shiki, that's what I'm imagining you as when you say that your eyes went super wide. That was you, not Meg. That was definitely Meg. Just Google Family Guy Meg Santa and you'll understand what I'm talking about. El Mangaret, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. Dude, you got caps locked. Zalego, you got some lurkers as well. Much appreciated. Google orc massage, I'd rather not. You know, it is what it is. Trader Joe's got a new Detroit style pizza. It's pretty dang good. I don't think I live near a Trader Joe's anymore, but I remember one time I was eating a Trader Joe's like dumpling or something. And then there was like a recall for like E. coli at like Trader Joe's. And then I was like, oh shit, I wonder what it is. And then I Googled it and I was looking at the list of shit that they had to recall. And it was the dumpling that I was eating at the computer table. And I was like, oh no. I didn't get sick. But I remember like the feeling in my stomach was like, oh fuck. Ah, shit! And I haven't been to a Trader Joe's since. Stopping mid-chew. Yeah, it was like really bad. And I think Trader Joe's is really good food. I do. Trader Joe's. Too bad Trader Joe's has some pretty good stuff. I've liked almost everything I've gotten from Trader Joe's, and I like the vibe when I go into it. I feel like the vibe is what makes a Trader. It's like not like any other grocery store, but that feeling of me at my computer desk eating a fucking microwave dumpling and then like looking at the recall list and seeing my exact dumpling, it was just like, oh no. Oh no. Scoots McGee, did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? It was a crazy video, man. Meg, you look weird. You look like when mom sits on the dryer machine. My mom has a saying when eating questionable food: the big germ eats the small germs, roughly translated from Cantonese. 6 hamburger patties shoved into a taco. The chef was not happy. It was a weird order. I'll have what she's having. A traditional Cantonese saying, bless. There's always a bigger fish. I'm a weird order. Am I? Am I? Am I really? Okay, what am I doing this week? I'm playing Forbidden Solitaire, which Fleshy recommended. Hopefully that's good. I mean, I'm sure it's good. She's a gamer. And then I'm going to play Death Road to Canada, which I think I remember Bear Taffy playing a lot, like 10 years ago. And then we're doing TTRPG to end up, and then I'm taking a vacation. A vacation. What kind of game is it? Forbidden Solitaire is like Balatro, but with creepy old men. More creepy old men. That's why it's called Forbidden Solitaire. Solitaire, but it's evil. And then we're going to play Death Road to Canada. Oh, well, your audience would love that. Why has nobody told me about this? It's like a creepy wizard man, right? Forbidden Solitaire. Yeah, there's like a creepy old man. Yep. That's basically exactly... Why does the Steam front page look like a guy, like an old man that's, you know? Plot twist, he's the creepy old man. This old man looks like, you know? This creepy old man looks like you blew him so hard his eyes fucking popped out of his skull. Smash your pass. A reluctant pass. Reluctant. I'm thinking of buying... You're supposed to... Thinking about buying a new wheelbarrow. What do I want to buy? I want to buy a 55-gallon drum and fill it with potable water. I want to buy... Did someone say smash or pass Balatro Jokers? Ooh, hold on, let me think. Most guilty smash Balatro Jokers. Give it to me. We're gonna end with that. 175-gallon vat of lube. Done. We're discussing in Discord whether you're a one-trip guy for grocery bags, but it said you would probably use a wheelbarrow. Let me think. I know what you're talking about. Gorilla handing everything. Yes, I think I would, but I'm also the type of guy to know my limits. I'm the type of guy to know my limits, and this is a guilty admission, okay? Are you guys ready for this? This is a guilty admission, and if I know I can't do it in one trip, I sort out the groceries that will not perish. They will not perish if I leave it in the car overnight, and then I fucking leave them in the car. All the canned goods, all of the pasta, everything that will not rot if left in the car, I fucking leave that shit in the car overnight. I've done that. And then I started to pre-sort that at the grocery store. I pre-sorted that at the fucking grocery store. And I asked the person that bags my groceries to do that, and they gave me the most scathing look I've said before. I've not said. I've the most scathing look I've ever seen. It's like, hey, could you bag these together? Because I'm gonna leave it in the car overnight. And they're like, what? It's like, yeah, this is just too much groceries. I can't. I just have to leave it in there. And they're like, whatever, man. Anyone bag their own groceries because the baggers suck? Why would you say that? I don't know. Because I'm constantly seeking out the scorn and rejection of society? I don't know. And you were worried about dumpling E. coli. I'm telling you, you leave it in the car. Days, are you saying if I leave my fucking spaghetti, my bags of spaghetti in the car, I'm gonna get E. coli? It's fine, it'll stay in there. Actually, at this exact moment... At this exact moment, I have 2 bags of rice in the back of my car. Hold on. Hold up. I think I have like a 3-pack of fucking San Marzano tomatoes and a fucking bag of rice in the back of my car. Shit. Bro, go get it. I think I will get it out of my car because it's time. It's been in there for like 2 weeks. Make sure to leave raw chicken in the car too. Get those tomatoes. How many kilos of rice? I have 2 12-pound bags of rice, which is what? 20 kilos? 2 20-kilo bags. No, 2 10 kilo? 5 kilos? 2 5-kilo bags of rice. Do you have to take like a 5-mile hike from your car or something? This is deranged. It's not a 5-mile hike, but you know. You know. Don't bugs get into your car? I wish, man. Free protein. Are you a prepper? Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. I have I have irrational fears, you know? Leaving food in your car in this heat is diabolical. How long have you been a prepper for? I think ever since I was a kid, I would have like notebooks about like what I would do in the zombie apocalypse, right? I think ever since I was a kid. Grain can take heat just fine. I have a lot of irrational fears. That's autism. In this day and age, it seems like there are no irrational fears. Yeah. Yeah. Can I come live with you when the shit hits the fan? Yeah! Ah. Maybe. My dream is to have, like, 10 acres in a shack. It's honestly that you have plans for an apocalypse that aren't just blowing your shit smooth off. Come on, please. He hates our asses. I just have an irrational fear. And I feel the need to be ready. He dreams of having a plantation. What do I want? I want a clean freshwater spring. Not a well, a spring. I want to grow like tons of food. I don't know what my role in the Randon commune is. I know what my role is in the Randon commune. I can't wait. What is your role? What is your role? Think of all the extra groceries you could carry. Alright, this is the reason why I don't want to take a second trip out to the car after I gather groceries. I hate going out. Do you guys feel that? Like, I fucking hate going out. Well, I love hiking and I love biking, but I fucking hate going out into a public space, like a fucking grocery store or a library or anything like that. And every time I go out into society, I tell myself that's the end. I'm just never gonna go out ever again. I come back in a terrible mood, you know? I don't leave stuff in my car on purpose. I forget that I put it there. I leave it out on purpose. Trench Spike, thank you very much for the super chat. How long have you been a prepper? How long has the sun been rising? How long has the grass been growing? The river's running. Ain't that the freaking truth? That's just me. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it. I'm going to do a little bit more gardening. I'm going to do some TTRPG prep, but because it's such a simple system, there's not a whole lot of prep. Simplify it even more. I don't even need a going out qualifier. I don't hate everything. I'll search for that Meg clip. Please do, Shiki. And please know that I imagined you when you said you had wide eyes. It's like you sip that soup with a ton of MSG and then you get that exact face. You look at that face and it's like, I was imagining you with that face after you took a sip of that MSG soup. Okay? Then you cancel, you unsubscribe, and you become a random auntie. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do some work. Prep work. I might prepare something, I might not. I'm not gonna force myself to. Okay. We'll just call it there. All right, everybody. Take care, okay? Oh. We're good. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye.